Hello, everyone. Welcome to the focus. Wow, everyone is very on time. I'm impressed. We have Terence, Lucrezia, Katja, Natasha, Ginevra. Oh, sorry, Greta, not Natasha. Thank you for reminding me. Welcome, everyone. Our lesson today is about the environment. Hi, Carolina. We're going to talk about environmental problems and solutions. We are going to use some modal verbs. Modal verbs are verbs like must, should, would. Hi, Giovanni, welcome. And we're going to use phrases to talk about the future. What can happen to the environment in the future? Hi, Katya. So, how is everyone? How is your day? How was your week? Today is Friday. The week is almost finished. How are you feeling? Hi, Alessio. Welcome to the lesson. I'm still feeling quite happy to be at home. I don't know how much longer I will be happy to be home. Katya is bored. Yes, it's already 3 weeks now, I think, guys. 3 weeks at home. Time flies when you're having fun. You know this expression? Time flies when you're having fun. That means that time goes very fast when you're having fun. So, I don't know if you agree with me. Hi, Gianmarco. You agree that time flies when you're having fun? Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe there are some students in the group that have homework to do. But for the other people, if they are not working, it can be quite boring. Okay. So the environment. I think this lesson is quite interesting because I was reading an article about the coronavirus and how, because all the cars are stopped, there are no airplanes flying, some factories are closed. It has actually had a very positive effect on the environment, especially on the pollution in the air. So when things are bad and I feel like the situation is very dramatic and sad, I try to think of something positive. And for example, I think that maybe the situation is helping the environment. So this is just something little to feel better. I don't know, have you thought about it? Have you thought about the fact that now the environment is probably, the planet is very, hi Pietro, the planet is probably very happy to get a break. No traffic, no transport, no pollution. Apparently the air quality in China is very good at the moment. And also in big cities like Milan, there's very good air quality. I think it's, yeah, as Katja says, it's the only positive news. We need something positive. Other positive news maybe is the number of people that have helped others, that have invented new things to help, for example, to create respirators for the hospitals. I see that there are many good people in the world that want to help other people. So I think this is also a very positive thing. Then the rest, I don't want to talk about negative things today, yeah? I want to stay positive. Okay. So, is this is this true or false in your opinion? Try to guess. Over 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year worldwide? Oh my God, Terrace, there's an ambulance in your building, near your building. Are they taking someone away? Every time I hear an ambulance, my heart stops for 1 second and I think, oh God, is it? I hope it's not the coronavirus, but let's hope it's nothing bad, Terence. And I hope it's not, because some people have the virus, but they're still okay. But it's true, if they call an ambulance, it's not a good sign. Okay, but Terence, I said let's be positive today, and you're giving me bad news. No, I'm sorry. I hope everyone is fine at your house. So over 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year worldwide. Everyone says it's true. Oh my God, it's a lot. 1 trillion? That is such a big number. So for the moment, you say true. Then we can check the answers afterwards. Number 2. All newspapers in the United Kingdom are 100% made out of recycled paper. Do you think this is true, that all the newspapers in the United Kingdom are from recycled paper? To be honest, I don't know, but I imagine probably. The second is false, Pietro. Every single newspaper, I don't know. It seems quite like a lot. So you all say false. Okay. We'll check. Number 3, the amount of food that is wasted in Europe could feed 200 million people. Oh my God. If this is true, it's really bad. The amount of food that is wasted. You understand? Food that is wasted. For example, when you leave something in your fridge and it's not used, and then you have to throw it in the trash. Or if you make a lot of food and then you don't finish the food and you don't eat it, that's also wasted food. I think it's maybe true. I think Italy is not the country that wastes the most food. I think other countries waste more, but still, I think that's a pretty bad number. At the moment, because I don't want to go to the supermarket, I am trying to use everything in my house. I am trying to waste as little as possible, so that I can stay home and not go out. Number 4, you should always rinse cans before recycling them. You understand? A can is something made of metal where you can have, I don't know, soup inside, or you can have tomato sauce. Is it true that you should always rinse, like remove, like with water, rinse the can? I think it's correct. I think you should. Now, I don't know how many people do it, but I think bottles, cans should be rinsed before you put them in the trash to recycle. Number 5. Is it better to do the dishes, to wash the plates, the glasses, with a sponge than with the dishwasher? If we're talking about water consumption, do you use more water with the dishwasher or more water if you do the dishes by hand? What do you think? Is it better to do the dishes by hand, or is it better to use the dishwasher? I think Katya is probably right. I think the dishwasher saves water because it uses the same water, I think, so you use less water. Yeah, you waste more by hand. I agree. So let's check our answers. Let's see what, because we had some doubts about some information. Here we have some answers. They don't give us the answers? What? Wait, let me check. Maybe in the PDF and the teacher's notes, I get the... Okay. No, they don't tell us. How are we going to know? This is crazy. I don't have the answers. I guess we have to Google it. Usually they give me the answers at the bottom of the lesson, but today they don't. I think you guys are right, though. I think the only one that we were not really sure about was the newspapers in England, but probably you were correct when you said it was false. So some things will remain a mystery. Ah, no, I'm so stupid. Sorry, guys. True. The first one is true. Sorry, I shouted a bit. Number 2, true. Uh-huh. You see, guys? It was true. We were wrong about that one. True. False. What? There is no need to rinse the cans before recycling? This is a big surprise for me. I was convinced that I had to rinse them. I guess it's better for the water. Oh. False. Ah, yes. If your dishwasher doesn't use too much water and energy, it's better to use it. Okay. So we were right. We were right. Only the big mistake was, well, big mistake. Our mistakes were the newspapers in England and the cans. Big revelation today, guys. You learn something every day. Let's continue. What do you do to protect the environment? Guys, what personally, do you guys try to do something to help the environment? What do you think as an individual we can do to help the environment? Any ideas? What can we do? Even little things help, no? Because if everyone does something small, and then you multiply that by all the people on the planet, then maybe it makes a difference. Of course, we say one drop in the ocean. You understand? One drop in the ocean. Each person is one drop in the ocean, is a small, small part of a big group. So Katja says to try to choose the trash in the, like to put the trash in the correct bin, to separate the trash correctly. Yes, I think this is, I think many people in Italy do not separate the trash correctly. And I think then it's difficult to recycle if people don't separate their trash. This is something we can do. What else can we do to help the environment? Ah, yes. Ginevra says you can use cotton bags instead. Ginevra, instead of plastic bags. That's a great idea. We call them tote bags. You can put them on your shoulder, yeah, when you go shopping, and you can refuse the plastic bag and say, no, just put it in my cotton bag. Hi, Elena, welcome. Okay, what else can we do to help the environment? Recycle, separate the trash correctly, use cotton tote bags instead of plastic bags. What else can we do? Think also about electricity, water, I don't know, packaging. What other little things can we do to help? Guys, Terence? Gianmarco, any ideas? Pietro? And the ladies too, everyone. I want some advice, please, of the things that can be done to help the environment. We have to work together to help the environment. You don't use a what bottle, Carolina? I'm sorry. You don't use what type of bottle? Plastic bottle. This is another thing. Many people in Italy buy their water in bottles. They don't use water from the tap. What is water from the tap? Water from the tap is water directly from your kitchen. No, if you open the water and you drink that water, that's water from the tap. So if you use water from the tap, you don't use so many plastic bottles. You could use glass bottles, I guess. You could put a filter on your tap water to make it better, because sometimes the taste is a bit... I have a filter on my water. Yes, Terence, rubinetto, exactly. Lucrezia says we should use our car less to reduce pollution. In Italy, the concept of carpooling or car sharing is not really popular. Like, for example, in America, you have a lot of Ubers and taxis also when you can share the car for more people. In Italy, every person you see in the car, there's one person, maybe two people, but usually it's many people and one person in one car. Yeah, Gianmarco, that's a good idea. We could use electric cars in the future. It would definitely reduce emissions. Emissions are what the cars, what comes out of the car that's bad, and it's bad smell and like smoke. So we could reduce the emissions by using electric cars. What else could we do? For example, I don't know if you do this when you brush your teeth or when you have a shower. Do you keep the water on all the time, or do you close the water? Do you stop the water? For example, I try when I have a shower to turn off the water when I put the shampoo in my hair, and then turn on the water again when I rinse my hair. If it's very cold, like in winter, maybe I don't stop the water. But in summer, definitely, I always stop the water. I put the shampoo, the soap, and then I rinse. And when I brush my teeth, I wet the toothbrush, but then I stop the water and I brush. And only when I finish, I open the water again. Any other things we can do for the environment? Simple things. Yes, we shouldn't waste water for sure. For example, if you have a swimming pool, if you change the water often, it's not very good because you're using a lot of water. What else, guys? What about electricity? Yes, this is another thing. I think Ginevra is right. You can have a shower instead of a bath because you need more water for a bath. It's true. I think the shower is faster, and maybe you use a bit less water. Okay, it depends also how long your shower is. If your shower is 15, 20 minutes, I think you use a lot of water. I think it's a bit like the dishwasher and washing the dishes. You use less water with a shower. What about, yes, turn off the lights. When you're not in the room, you should switch off the lights. And sometimes it's difficult to remember because 5 minutes, Terence? Are you disappearing for 5 minutes? A 5-minute shower. 5 minutes is very fast. I cannot have a shower in 5 minutes, I think. Just to wash my hair and everything, it takes longer. So I think these are my ideas. Maybe there are more ideas that I don't know. We should definitely not litter. To litter is to throw things on the floor. So for example, when you're, yes, solar panels, Gianmarco. Use solar panels. This is a good idea. You can use less gas, or you can save on electricity. You spend less money and you use the nature for your energy. Okay. Let's see what they recommend. So they ask us, do you recycle? Do you try to save energy, and how? So these are the things we said about turning off the lights, using solar panels. Another thing that we didn't talk about. Do you use environmentally friendly products? So that's another thing that we haven't talked about. Yes, good idea, Katya. Planting new trees. Deforestation is a big problem in the world. Many trees are being cut, but not many new trees are being planted. So for the oxygen on the planet, it's a big problem. But what are environmentally friendly products? What does it mean, environmentally friendly products? Like, I don't know, cleaning products, even shampoos and soaps. A lot of things use chemicals, and these chemicals are not good for the water or for the environment. So when you buy a product, you can see if it's good or bad for, well, I think all products are bad for the environment, but some maybe are less aggressive. So I don't know, your washing liquid for your clothes. I heard that fabric softeners, you know what a fabric softener is? What is a fabric softener? A fabric softener is something that you put in your washing machine to make your clothes very soft. But I heard that fabric softeners are really bad for the environment. It's better not to use them. I don't know if this is true or false, but this is what I heard. Terence, you want to use a cleaning robot? That's a good idea. But do you think it would save on energy? I don't know. Another thing we didn't talk about before is packaging. Try to buy products with as little packaging as possible. Some products have 2, 3, 4 different packagings around them. And like a box, plastic, another box. Yes. When it's possible, Lucrezia, when it says that when it's possible, she tries to buy something with recycled paper. There are lots of fabrics made of recycled cotton and other fibers. Yeah. So it's possible to buy recycled things for sure. Also, I know that Italians don't like this. They like to buy new clothes. But if you buy second-hand clothes, you understand, second-hand, so clothes that have been bought by another person and worn by another person before you. It's actually very good for the environment, because when clothes are used only by one person and then they are thrown away, it's very bad. That's a lot of waste. Yeah. So in Italy, I think vintage clothes or secondhand clothes are not popular. But in some countries, there's some people only buy secondhand clothes so that there's less impact on the environment from the factories that make clothes, from the old clothes that are thrown away. Yes, for example, in England, as Teresa says, there are many secondhand charity shops where you can buy things that were used before, and many people wear them. So vintage clothes is like nice. This is cool. Secondhand clothes, people are like, oh no. But it's the same in the end, it's the same. So recycling objects, repairing machines. Now it's very difficult. If you have a problem with your dishwasher, with your car, with your computer, it's very difficult to repair technology. So many people throw away their technology when it doesn't work. But actually, if it's possible to repair it and to use it longer, it's better for the environment. Anyways. So here we have some examples of environmental problems. Yeah. So let's see if you can connect the picture with the word. Interesting, Katja. You work with recycled cashmere sweaters. You see? Even in Prato, they're recycling fabric. Very good. It's the future, I think. Also plastic that is recycled, glass that is recycled. There's many things that we can do. There are many plastic products that are from recycled plastic. So let's see. Picture A. What is picture A? What is the problem? The environmental problem in picture A. This is very cool, Katja, that you make new yarns. We should all do this. So yes, Lucrezia, picture A, big problem is traffic. This is a big problem all over the world. And this is a problem that at the moment we don't have. Think about this. You're so happy at home. You're not blocked in traffic. Picture B. Okay. What is it? See, Terence, you hate traffic. Think about the positive sides of this situation. B, what is B? Yes, factories. Be careful, please. Don't confuse farm and factory. Yeah? It's an Italian false friend. We have factories. Do you understand what C is? What is C? I think it's the seaside. Hmm. What should we put for C? I guess it could be water pollution, but I think or it could be waste. But then we have H, so global warming, I would save it for later. I would use it later. Yes, water and air pollution. It's not maybe the best picture to describe this. For example, for B, we can also say air pollution. The water pollution, there can be different types of pollution. So just trash in the sea, but also it could be an oil spill. Oil is for petrol, yeah? And sometimes there's petrol that goes in the sea and everything becomes black, and that's a terrible when this happens. So I don't really understand the picture, what it is. If it's just trash, I don't know. D, what is D? D. What could it be? D. These pictures are not so easy to understand. So it's an aerosol, I think, a spray can. And yeah, usually these sprays are really bad for the environment, even hairspray. You know, in the past, many women used to use hairspray. And these aerosols are really bad. They're not pesticides. Pesticides are, I think, F, something that you spray on grass or vegetables or grapes to protect the plant from little insects. So that's F. I think probably greenhouse gases. Yeah. So all these toxic things, they are called greenhouse gases, and they destroy the atmosphere or the E. What is E? So you can see here we have like an iceberg, or we call it the ice cap. The ice cap is melting. The ice cap is melting in Antarctica and in the Greenland in the north because of what? What is the cause? Yes, global warming is melting the ice. Okay, so F, we said pesticides. G is when we cut down a lot of trees. Yeah, sorry, I went fast. I already put F directly. What is G? Yes, Terence, deforestation. When we cut and cut and cut many trees, we can cut them for fire, to heat up a place or to build a house. But often the trees are cut just for the land. Like in the Amazon forest, they want more and more land, so they cut the trees. And F, by elimination, is waste, trash, waste, yeah? So waste is a verb, to waste. Remember, we had the example to waste food. When you don't finish your food and you put it in the trash, you waste the food. But waste as a noun is rifiuti. So the planet is full of waste. So what are some causes of air pollution, water pollution, and global warming? So I don't know, I'm sure you've probably studied this in school. For me, it's been a long time, but let's see. What are the causes? What can cause water pollution? Maybe in some cases we have more than one option. What can be the cause of water pollution? What can cause water pollution? Do you think traffic can have a consequence, can be problematic for water? Well, factories are definitely a big cause of pollution, of water pollution. Um, Someone told me that in Prato before, in the Bisanzio, depending on the dyes that were used, the fashion, the colors that people wanted for fabric, you could see that the Bisanzio would change color. So it could be red or blue or green because of all the dyes that were used. The dyes, how do you say in Italian? The not the vernice, the I can't think of the word. The tintura, I don't know. So factories are a problem. Waste, yes. I don't know if you've seen in the ocean and in the sea how much trash is in the water. Like apparently they have like islands of trash in the ocean. It's very sad. And many animals are are blocked in the trash or they eat the trash. Many fish. So Katya says it's true that the river, the Bisanzio, changed color every day. Can you imagine? So before, I think people were less environmentally conscious. So we said, oh no, okay, oops, haha, I will not show. Okay, let's discuss everything, and then I will show you the results. So factories, waste is bad for water pollution. Anything else is bad for water pollution? Oh, and Katya, when you were in elementary school, you could see the different colors of the river, like a rainbow. Is there anything else that can cause water pollution? I think there's one more thing. Pesticides. When we think of pesticides, we think about the air, no, that the air is polluted, but the pesticides can also contaminate the water that is under the ground, under the earth. There's water under the earth that is used to irrigate plants or is even used to drink sometimes. And often this water is polluted by the pesticides. Yes, Gianmarco. What about air pollution? What can cause air pollution? So I think factories we can put in all three categories. Factories are always a problem. Traffic for sure. Yeah, I think actually cars, but also airplanes are a big cause of pollution. What else? Greenhouse gases. Yes. I think that's it. Maybe also deforestation. What do you think? Because if you eliminate trees, you eliminate a source of oxygen and there's more carbon dioxide in the air. I think I agree with Elena about that one. And finally, global warming is probably caused by all these things together. Yeah, I think they're all part of it. Let's see. So they say that greenhouse gases, which are caused by air pollution, are the cause of global warming. Pesticides are bad for water. I think they're also bad for the air, but okay. Deforestation is another cause of global warming. Traffic is bad for the air. Factories, but I think we agree they are both for water and air. And waste, they put in water pollution. Okay, so this is kind of a simplified version. Oh, guys, we have a text. I will read the text and stop so that you can give me the correct word. What might happen if we don't stop polluting the environment? Many of us agree that cars are a big problem. They cause breathing problems in big cities. Yeah, I guess you know the word breathing. When you inhale and exhale, and also release carbon monoxide, which is a what? What is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide is that a dog farting, Terrace? You know that apparently a big source of carbon monoxide are cows. Cows make a lot of bad gases that are really bad for the environment. Can you believe it? That cars and cows are a big problem. So Lucrezia says greenhouse gas. Do you agree that carbon monoxide is a form of greenhouse gas? Okay, you all seem to agree. Let's check. Carbon monoxide is a greenhouse gas. They are a major cause of something and something. What can I put here? They are a major cause of I think. What's the subject? What's they? Carbon monoxide or I think they is referred to greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gases are a major cause of air pollution and water pollution. Are a major cause of air pollution and global warming maybe is better. Let's check. Major cause of global warming and air pollution. And I was right. So next time you go to work, don't get stuck in what? Walk or cycle instead. This is Teresa's technique. Teresa doesn't go to school by car. She uses a bicycle. Don't get stuck in traffic. Yes. Walk or cycle instead. I don't know if it's possible for you guys to do this, but if you can go to school or go to work or come to the English school also on foot or by bicycle, it's better for the environment. Release gases too. What releases gases too? What do you think? Something releases gases too. Yes, I think Elena might be right. Factories release gases too. And no, Elena, you're wrong. And means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. So it has to be what? If we're talking about less trees, fewer trees or less trees. So it has to be yes, Katya, deforestation. Deforestation releases, oh, and then I was right. Okay, sorry. Factories releases gases too. And deforestation means fewer trees provide us with oxygen. Oh no, I went too fast. Oh no, I made a mess. Okay, I go back. Sorry guys about that. I apologize. Okay, back to where we were. You probably saw the answer. So it's going to be a big surprise now. We should also think about the Earth's water. Farmers use... Dun, 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 what could it be? Farmers use what? Farmers use... There are still many, many farmers around the world that use pesticides. Unless it's organic food, you understand? Organic. Organic food doesn't use pesticides. It's what you call biologico. In English, is called organic. So farmers use pesticides, and most of our is thrown in the sea, in the oceans. So farmers use pesticides, and most of our waste, very good, our waste is thrown in the oceans. This causes water pollution and kills sea animals. One day, we will have solutions to all of these problems, or at least, I hope so. In your opinion, guys, when you think of the environment, do you think that things are very bad? And are you very pessimistic? Or do you think that there is hope, that there is a possibility to change the environment, to change the future of the environment? Like, I don't know if you followed about Greta Thunberg, I don't know exactly the pronunciation, who says that young people will have no future if the environment is treated badly. Do you think that she is right? Do you think that the situation is very dramatic? Or do you think that things can improve and we can change the future? Or not really? This is a bit of a difficult question. So here we have a text that gives us some recommendations, some advice. Let's see. By 2050, climate change could create 150 million climate refugees. You understand, guys? Refugees. So you think it's not too late, or it's too late, Katja? I didn't understand. It's too late? What does it mean, a climate refugee? I don't know if you've seen, for example, in the news now, I think they stopped talking about Syria. But there are many, because there's a war in Syria, many people have escaped Syria to try and go to a country where there is no war. It's too late, Katja. And these people are refugees. They don't have a country anymore. They're escaping their country because they're afraid that they will die, or there's no food, or there's a war, or so for different reasons they can leave their country. But they say that in the future they will be climate refugees. That means that people will not have enough food, enough water, to grow plants, and they will escape their country because of the climate of the country. Maybe there will be too much water, they will lose their house, so there will be a hurricane. All these things can create climate refugees. Clearly, we must change our lifestyle, the way we live. We should carpool. Carpool is when you use the same car to go together to work. For example, if my neighbor works in Prato and I work in Prato, we can go to Prato together with one car, share the car. So we don't use two cars, but only one car. We should recycle and save as much energy as possible. But some scientists say that it is not enough. And it is time for factories and multinational companies to find other solutions. Otherwise, there will be more natural disasters, hurricanes, volcano eruptions, earthquakes, floods. Floods are when the water levels go up, and for example, in where was it? Oh my God, I can't remember the place where it happened. The whole city was covered in water. For example, in Florence, it happened in the 60s, I think. Yeah, a flood, when the level of the water of the Arno went up so much that many houses were damaged by the water. So this is a flood. What can we do to save our planet? There are many things we could do, but we will probably have to wait a bit longer before things change. So I think it's very good for us as individuals to do something to help. But I think the big problem is comes from governments and from big companies that are interested in profit and not interested in the environment. So I don't know if we can change so much the situation. So in this text, there are some modal verbs. Remember modal verbs? Will is a modal verb. Can is a modal verb. Can you find some modal verbs in the text? What examples do you see? There are 7 different ones in this text. Could, very good. Should, yes. We should carpool, for example. Can. Yes, what can we do to save our planet? Will. There will be more natural disasters. There's another could. We could do. There's another one. Ah, yes, Lucrezia, must. Clearly, we must change our lifestyle. This is another one. So let's look at them in the text. Could, must, should, will, can, could, and will. Okay, so they're not all different. There are 7, but some are repeated. So remember how we use these modal verbs. Remember that after a modal verb, we use the infinitive, but without to. So could recycle, should recycle, must recycle, etc., etc. Remember that modal verbs never change. With I should, you should, he should, not he shoulds. This is not possible. So here we have some possible examples of things that we can do. Can you try to make some examples? For example, we can say we or I, whatever you prefer. We could, I think this is Lucrezia's example. No, it was a bit different. We could reuse plastic bags. And here we have the reason why. To do what? We could reuse plastic bags to reduce the number of plastic bags that are produced, for example. We could reuse plastic bags as trash bags. The bags that I get, those biodegradable bags that you get at the supermarket, I use them in my trash can. Or as British people say, they become my bin liner. Il sacchetto, no? The bag of the spazzatura, my bin liner. What other examples can we make? So before we continue, sorry, what is the difference between may and might? Is it the same? Is it different? What does it mean? May. So could is an option, a possibility. Should is for advice. It's a good idea. Must is compulsory. Yeah, it's obligatorio. We must do this. May, might, and can are optional. Yeah, it's not sure if we're going to do it or not. For example, tonight I might go to the cinema. Okay, it's a bad example because I will not go to the cinema. But tonight I might eat pasta. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Okay? No, might is not the past of may. They're actually more or less the same. I don't know why we have 2 options, but they're quite interchangeable. You can use might or you can use may. It's not really a problem. So here, I don't really know what good example we could use. We might, we may not. Yes, for example, Lucrezia's example is good. I should use public transport to reduce air pollution. Yeah, what you should do and why. This to save, to reduce, to protect, this is the infinitive of purpose. It's the reason why you do something. I study English to improve my conversation. I study English to work in England. Yeah, to do something. This is the infinitive of purpose. Okay, guys, that's it. I have to go. I don't know if you can hear in the background. My kids are screaming. So I have to escape. Save my husband. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Yes, you should turn off lights to reduce the electrical energy. You have to save on electrical energy. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, and I will see you next week for some more focuses, okay? Take care, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.